Hey guys, it's Chris Prefontaine here with SmartRealEstateCoach.com. I did a couple deals this week, actually in the past month or so, and it got me thinking to throw this out for you guys. There's a technique, as you know, in my ebook, and I hope you guys get the ebook. If you're someone that's watching this for the first time, perhaps on the site or on Facebook, and you don't have the ebook, go to SmartRealEstateCoach.com and click on the banner right up top middle, and you'll see the ebook. It's free. I want you to get it and dive into it because it talks about sandwich leases. And in there, I may allude to getting the deed as well, although the book is not about that. There's a technique, though, where you can combine the two of these strategies. I know that kind of the old school was to just go get the deed. It's not as easy as it sounds, right? So there's a technique, however, where you can soften it, so to speak. Let me explain. I'll think of two or three we did. One we did a sandwich lease on, and keeping in mind that people don't know us, right? If people don't know you. You can kind of have a soft landing and get a sandwich lease signed. You're paying the mortgage, say, for a year or so, which is the case with us. It was fall of 13, and at the end of 14, we called up the woman, and she actually had to leave the state. Then when she left the state, she got divorced, and then she moved to another state. And I know she could use money. So I called her and said, look, I won't give you her name, but I called her and said, look, we've been paying the mortgage, it's on time, your credit's better than it was when you left because she was nearing bankruptcy and we kind of fixed everything for her. Why don't you just deed us the home, and if you're able to do that now, I'll send you $1,900. That was just a number I came up with without making this video longer. So she said, fantastic. I said, and how about if I send you, when I'm going to send you the deed, you get it notarized, you send it back, because she had already signed all the cover your butt letters, all the seller's disclosures, everything. I just needed the deed. So I said, how about when I send it, I'll send you $900 and I'll send you the other $1,000 a month from now. She said, sure. So in her mind, it was found money. She's already left the house and moved to 2 different states and got a divorce, and the loan's still in her name and we're paying it. Now we'll cash it out soon, but if I have the deed, what happens, guys? I can depreciate the house, not her. I can write off the taxes and all that, you know. Sandwich lease, when you're doing that, is just income in, lease payment out. So now it's our home. So now the people in the home, I can say to them, well, I can owner finance it by doing a wrap. You can take 10 years if you want. Whatever I want to do, I can do. Now the pay down on that was already at a point where if I cash out now, it's very profitable. So that was one example. The whole point of the story, though, in this training is what? Sandwich lease, prove yourself, prove your credibility, get the relationship strengthened, and then say, look, let's just do X. Now here's another one. We had a property, sandwich lease, going about a year and a half. I have a 5-year term on it. My bookkeeper, luckily, noticed that as we're paying the mortgage, 2 months ago, as of the filming, the mortgage escrow jumped up by like $211, which is a big jump. When you have a spread of only, like on that house, I think it's $400 or $500. It happens to be a good one, but still, to have an escrow jump $211, granted the owner would be responsible because I capped my payment. But man, oh man, now they're both out of state, the husband and the wife, and we had to chase them down. I said, look, we got a few options, guys. You can either pay us each month $200 and something, even though they're gone. I said, that's going to be, you know, for another 3.5 years or whatever the term is left. That's number one. Or number two, you can deed us the property whereby I can get a better cost on my insurance and lower that, and you guys are all set. And now, again, they're out of state, they're gone, the mortgage is being paid, their credit's good, so in their mind they're going, why not? I didn't offer them any money, I didn't have to. So I quoted the insurance. I brought the original escrow amount being paid, and I figured that in our profits was about $200. It jumped to like $411 or whatever it was. We lowered it to $108. Now, if you want help on that, once you get your properties cranking, there's an insurance company that I learned from one of my mentors that we can find so far the best in the country for non-owner occupied properties. And we probably got, I don't know, I mean, out of the 18 sandwich leases, we probably have the deed on 5 of them. So they have all those, plus some other investment properties we have, multifamilies. Phenomenal outfit. They'll cut your insurance in half, I promise you. So that was a good strategy. They same thing, they liked us through the sandwich lease and the credibility, but then the insurance payment prompted me to have an open window to say, if you give us the deed, I can lower the insurance. Sure enough, we got it done. I think there was a third example I want to give. No, it's just that actually there's another one on my board that I would like to get the deed on because I have a 9-year term on the lease and the woman's out of state. 9 years I got this house tied up for in a sandwich lease. And same scenario where she doesn't really need anything or want anything out of that other than me keeping her mortgage up. So I'm into it by about 6 months now. I am going to call her or email her about the 1 year point and say, hey, so-and-so, As you notice, your credit's been great, the mortgage is great, we're not cashed out yet. We'd like you to just deed it over to us so we can lower some of our costs. And that's the truth, because I can lower her insurance costs. That's being escrowed as well. So I hope that helps you. It's a great way to take the strategy of the sandwich lease book, I think it's shown behind me here, and then transfer that to getting the deed, and man, it puts you in total control, okay? So I hope that helps. Guys, if you're not in the coaching program yet, we've got a few different levels. I just want to mention it real quick. I don't want to pitch you on anything, but I do want to let you know what's out there. Going up the scale, soon to be announced, we're going to have a access to the members area only. I don't know the pricing yet. It'll be very cheap monthly. So that'll give you access to the members area only. If you never want to chat with us again, that'll be one monthly cost. There will be an uptick to that if you want to do a lifetime cost. It won't be much. You're talking a few $100 to get access to the members area. Moving up from there, we have a group coaching that's going to be announced this coming weekend, actually, group coaching. So I can lower your costs a little bit and I can work with 4 of you at one time. There'll be a little bit of limitations as to how many calls I can get on for you to sellers, because I can't hit all of it, but it'll be affordable. Then the next level up, as some of you have already know, because I've sent you the letter of intents, would be the JV arrangement, whereby you can pay a little less than the full bore coaching, get a little less time frame on that, but we partner deals 50-50. I think it's for the first 6 or 10, whatever it might be. And then, of course, there's a full-blown coaching program, which some of you already started. And then on top of that, what we've added is a full office visit. Now, you can do the office visit by itself and never have coaching, totally up to you. You just want to come shadow. Or the more efficient way to do it is, it's significantly discounted when you package the one-day shadowing here. You'll sit with me. You'll sit with my son to learn the buyer side. You may go on appointments, but you're certainly going to be on calls, listening to calls we do. And then, of course, you can see the bookkeeping and my personal assistant and see how the whole place runs. When you combine that with the full coaching and you pay up front, it's significantly discounted. So those are the levels. I'll get some clarification on that on the site at some point, but I just wanted you to know. I'm more interested, guys, in diving in the trenches with you than I am with getting that up on the site, but I'll get it up eventually. And I hope that helps. Make it a great week.